What's up guys, Fourzer0seven here. I asked you for some questions on my last Trouble in Terrorist Town video in the comments, and you guys left me quite a few questions to answer. Some of them serious, most of them not so serious, so I'm going to try and pick the most serious ones because I want this to be a serious video. I want you guys to learn a little bit about me, not to find out if I would fuck Delirious for money. That's just fucking weird. So we should keep those questions to a minimum. Okay, all right. Let's get into this. So the first question comes from Alberto Achera Herrera. Sorry if I just butchered your name, but he wants to know, what is your name, Scotty? And that is my name. I don't know what more you want from me. Congratulations. Here's a cookie. Not really. No cookie. Okay, so the next question comes from Omar Bila, and he wants to know what editing software that I use, and if I can make a tutorial for subtitling and keyframing, etc., etc., etc. The software that I use is Adobe Premiere. Most of my friends use Sony Vegas, so it's basically just your personal preference, what you find easier to use, things like that. As for tutorials, pretty much anything that I've learned that I could teach you, I've learned from YouTube videos. So if you run into something that you don't know how to do, just do a quick YouTube search and there's a good chance that you will be able to find a tutorial teaching you how to do what you are trying to do. Okay, so the next question comes from Beyblade Association, and they would like to know, do you have a PS3? No, I do not have a PS3. I do not have any desire to purchase a PS3. Nor do I have a desire to buy a PS4. So that is that, and you guys can stop asking that. Appreciate it. Okay, so next question comes from Gabby Plays, and they want to know, what mic do I use? I currently use the Astro A40s. I use them both to talk to my friends in-game, and I also use it to record my voice. Okay, the next question comes from Danny the QB. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to say. And he says, where's the Q&A? I don't know, man. I think it ran away. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, next question comes from Jalen Mack, and he wants to know if I like any games other than Call of Duty. I've always loved games that aren't Call of Duty. It just really depends what piques my interest. Like, I really like FPS games, so I've always been into Call of Duty. I used to play Medal of Honor. Time Splitters 2 was a good one. But I've also liked games like Banjo-Kazooie. That's my favorite game that I've ever played, and you would know that if you saw my first Q&A. But recently, I've just been sucked into the Call of Duty franchise, and that's mainly what I play. But as you guys have seen recently, we've been playing some Garry's Mod, and that's fucking fun. Playing some Trouble in Terrorist Town, fucking some bitches up. Oh, and some Grand Theft Auto. You can't go wrong with Grand Theft Auto. So, I mean, whatever I can play and enjoy, I like. Yeah, alright. Next question. Okay, this one comes from Camper Friendly, and he wants to know, will you answer my question? Yes, I will. I just did. Okay, next question comes from Intertoxic, and he wants to know if I could give him any advice for someone starting up on YouTube. So, I know my friends Wildcat and Minilad have both touched on this subject, but I will give you, I guess, my thoughts on what helps to create some sort of successful YouTube channel, if you want to put it like that. So, first you want to create content that you would enjoy watching yourself. So if you upload a video and you watch it back and you're just like, this is boring, why would anyone watch this? There you go. No one's going to watch it, so you should figure out what makes it boring or what you can do to make it more entertaining. So one tip that I would give you would be to make sure your videos don't have any dead space in them. So for instance, my videos, it is constant comedy back to back to back. You want to cut out any slow parts of your video that might cause your audience to lose interest in your video. Also, another thing you could do is find a group of friends that produce similar content to you, and you can play with these people and like each other's videos, share each other's videos. That way you can essentially grow your sub bases together by promoting each other's channels. You're all just going to end up helping each other out in the long run. Okay, next question comes from Sensation400, and he would like to know, when did you first develop your awesome laugh? Honestly, I don't know when I first started laughing like a fucking hyena, but it's there, and I'm stuck with it. I wish I could change it. You guys don't. I don't really understand why you find it entertaining, but I'm glad you do. Okay, next question comes from the Ryan Drick, and he wants to know your favorite YouTuber that you aren't friends with. It's actually a tough question because I don't watch that many YouTube videos other than my friends' videos, but I would have to say my favorite YouTubers are the Hodge twins. They make fitness videos and they're funny as fuck. Okay, so the next question comes from Reaper8 Underworld, and he wants to know, what games do you have on PC? Here they are. Bam! Okay, next question comes from Detective Bacon, and he wants to know, you want some motherfucking watermelons? And I say, hell yeah. Okay, next question comes from Yulkiora S, and they want to know, will you get Battlefield 4? I absolutely plan on getting Battlefield 4, however, it will not be for PC because my graphics card is poop. Okay, next question comes from Manuel Garcia, and he wants to know, what part of Florida do I live in? If you watched my first Q&A, you would know my gamertag came from my area code, which is Orlando, Florida, which is Central Florida. If you aren't too familiar with Orlando, it's where we got Disney World and Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, so you should come hang out sometime. But that about wraps up this Q&A, guys, but before I go, I wanted to let you guys know that I recently got sponsored by Custom Controllers, and they're actually currently doing a sale where all their controllers are $79.95. Also, I was given a discount code that I can give to you. That discount code is just Fourzer0seven, and that will give you an additional 8% off of your purchase. So it'll bring it down to roughly $73, and they got some sweet controllers. They're actually working on making me my own custom controller, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Derp. Derp. Derp.
It's gonna be embarrassing. Alrighty.
Fucking bad! You're fucking bad, Scotty! You're fucking garbage!